I'm here with Jason Lenz of Lenz Farms from Bentley, Alberta. Jason, how many years have you been using ESN on your farm?
This is the second year we've used it, and last year we did some testing on it, and it proved itself to have a payback for us. And this year we used it on all our acres, and a little higher rate than what we used last year as well. We were up, the ESN was in about 30% of our overall nitrogen blend this year.
Now, you mentioned you used ESN last year and that you were doing some testing. Can you elaborate a little more?
Well, ESN is a product that's, you know, it just kind of makes a lot of sense on the way it works for us and that. And this being a high moisture area, we thought it would be a good fit. It's, you know, like I said, with the high moisture area, with us being a high moisture area, we were always worried about a little bit of leaching and denitrification and that sort of thing. And so we talked to our retailer and our crop consultant about it, and he convinced us to try it, and we had good results, so we're going to stick with it for now.
So what were your results?
We did it on a hard red spring trial, on a side-by-side trial. On it was about a 40-acre side-by-side of 20% ESN compared to just a standard regular blend. And the result ended up being that the ESN side yielded 5 bushels the acre more compared to the conventional blend. And the protein levels weren't a whole lot different, but we were happy to get that extra 5 bushels, and the ESN more than paid for itself.
That's good. Now, you mentioned that you're now using ESN at 30%. Last year it was 20%. What kind of benefit did you see this year?
Well, like I said, we used ESN on all our acres this year, and the 30% blend was actually recommended to us by our crop consultant right off the bat. But with us being farmers, we were a little bit leery and backed off a little bit. And this year, at the 30% rate, we definitely seen higher protein levels. Our yields were, you know, above average for this area and higher than what we've usually gotten. So, you know, we're thinking that's can be attributed to our use of the ESN at the little higher level. And you know, some of our fields are in some lowland, and they're with us being a high moisture area, we're considering using ESN at a perhaps even a higher level this coming year.
Good. So what would you say if a farmer said, well, you know, why use ESN? It's too expensive.
Well, we said that too. You know, there's so many different products that come out that you really wonder if it's going to show some benefit. And you know, there's all these products claim to be just a couple dollars per acre and that. And well, if you keep adding up $2, $2, $2, you know, pretty soon that takes a big cut out of your profits. So ESN is just a product that we really like the technology behind it, and you know, how it works, and it just makes a lot of sense for our area, and we've had good results with it so far. Good.
So what would you say is your greatest benefit from incorporating ESN into your fertility program?
The greatest benefit so far has obviously been the yield. You know, we've seen both this year and last year in our trials, we've seen yield increases. The other benefits are, you know, it's nice to have that prolonged nitrogen feeding the plant, whether it's in canola at flowering time or wheat and barley, you know, when it's forming its heads and that later on in the year. So that's a big benefit, and it's also a little bit better for the environment as well, because you know, it kind of reduces the risk of denitrification early on in the year, or leaching, and you know, that to us makes a lot of sense too.
Good. And you mentioned that you're going to be using ESN in the future, and even at a higher rate. What do you hope to achieve?
Well, it comes back to the amount of rainfall we've had in this area, in particular the last 3 Junes. June has been kind of monsoon season around here the last 3 years, so Just with the timing of it, if the ESN is still sitting in the soil and hasn't broken down yet, we're hoping to get through June and take full advantage of that ESN, when the plant needs it.
Great. Well, thank you very much, Jason. I hear the geese starting to fly south, and maybe you and I should do the same thing. All right.
Thanks, James.
Thank you.